What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to y'all with more free agency coverage. This one is a good one because Bam Adebayo signed a 5-year, $163 million extension. Obviously, it can go up and go down depending on how he plays. He has been one of my favorite players in the league because he's so unselfish and so determined and so motivated to be great. Not only that, he's a team player, sets good screens, always looking to pass to find teammates, whether they're cutting at the three-point line or just moving the ball because he don't see a good shot. Improved his mid-range jumper a little bit, got a floater game, can catch the lobs and finish, and is a decent defender coming into the league. People forget that Bam is undersized when he plays center. He's not a 7-footer. He looks big. He looks mobile and athletic, but he isn't a 7-footer. So just keep that in mind. That when he does play center, he's actually outsized and outmatched. To be honest, but you couldn't really tell because of his hustle and his determination to be great and to want to win. This is a team that was in the NBA Finals. Literally got to the NBA Finals with him and Jimmy Butler as a duo. They already got Jimmy Butler locked up to a long-term deal. So the only way his contract goes bad is if he suffers a major injury or he just don't want to play for the Heat, which I doubt, happens, but it is a possibility. We never know how things go in the next couple years. But to me, this was a no-brainer. If you couldn't get Giannis and you couldn't get no other free agents, you retain an all-star. People don't remember, and I was at the all-star game this year. Bam was all-star. Yeah, I know it's the Eastern Conference, but an all-star is an all-star regardless of the conference because he still made the team. And Bam has a lot more room to grow. I still believe that he can become a better finisher. He can become even better at the mid-range jump shot. I liked what he was doing in the bubble, and hopefully he can continue that and continue to shoot that thing with confidence because they're going to need him to be able to be aggressive. We seen that in the Celtics series where Bam was able to exploit mismatches. Bam was able to attack smaller teams and teams without athletic bigs that can be mobile and stay in front of them. And if Bam is attacking while also facilitating, while also helping guys like Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero get open shots and first steps with his screen setting. And remember, Bam also do the dribble handoffs. That allows the heroes and guys like Duncan Robinson to get space, to get a good, decent open look, even if it's for 3 to 5 seconds. That's enough for elite level shooters to be able to knock them down. And we seen that in the finals when Bam was going, Duncan and them struggled to get quality shots because they had no threat. Because remember, when Bam sets that screen, you have to pay attention to him because of his passing ability and his ability to roll to the rim and finish. And if you have that option, that makes you more dynamic. That makes you a more tougher team to guard because that's another guy that you have to defend the right way or you're going to pay for it. And if you don't pay attention to him, you're going to give a good quality shooter a spot up three or mid range, and you're going to get hurt for that. So Bam is essential to this team. I know you look at the numbers in the regular season and they don't blow your mind, but Bam has a positive impact on his team, and he has a hard work ethic. Like Bam went from being a guy that people felt had potential, but they never seen the Bam that we see today. And that's just a testament to being a good, he paying attention, listening, and being coachable, and being able to know your flaws and be able to work on them for the betterment of the team, but also enhancing your skill level and being able to be versatile. And Bam is one of the very few bigs that can do multiple things on the court, especially offensively, without being a 25-point scorer. When I look at Bam, I don't look at him as a 25-point scorer. I look at him as a guy that helps everybody around him better. I mean, helps everybody around him be better that night, get easier opportunities that night. And that's just as valuable as 25 points because now you have so many guys you have to pay attention to. And if you don't, you get hurt. especially with Jimmy Butler and Goran Dragic's ability to break down the defense. These are guys that can play in the pick and roll and make the pass, knock down the mid range, attack the basket, and not only do that, open up shots for everybody on the court inbound. It makes them dangerous because now you're picking your poison. That's what we used to call it back in the day. You're picking it. You got to give up this, or you got to give up that. Which one you want to give up? Because I remember watching the finals when Bam was there in like Game 4, and the Heat looked unstoppable against the Lakers, and they did win that game, and they looked like a team that could actually compete with the Lakers. Even though I did think the Lakers was a better team, I feel like the Lakers were going to win. They actually had a system working against the Lakers. And remember, the Lakers was one of the best defensive teams in the entire NBA this entire season. And they actually was torching them. And they had AD, they had LeBron, and they had no answers. And that's something that is highly impressive. You look at the fact that the Celtics have great perimeter defenders, have guys that can, stay attached to guys like Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson, and they was giving it to my Celtics. The Celtics was one of the best teams. They're coached by Brad Stevens, a guy that studies the game and always trying to find a way to get better, always trying to find a way to get advantage. And the Heat was just coming at us and coming and coming. You can actually probably say that Bam was the MVP of that series, especially in the last game, Game 6, when we got put out. Bam had a 32-point game, I believe, and it was just outstanding seeing him attack off the dribble, attack just coming downhill, and also being able to make the right reads. That's not easy to find for a big man. You're not going to find too many big men that can do it, and you're not going to really find any that do it because most of them can't, and they can't be able to score and do it in a variety of ways. So the ceiling for Bam is unknown. Can Bam become a 20 and 10 guy? Do they need him to be that guy? And those are going to be the questions because when you're committing this type of money to Bam, you see more upside. You like, this is what he's been giving us. This is what he is right now. But he is young enough to the point where he looks older. He doesn't look like his age either. He's one of those guys that look a little older. He looks like a 26, 27-year-old, and he's not even that. But Bam is very, very young, and he still has untapped potential that can make him even more valuable in the future. So if I'm the Heat, I'm looking at Bam as one of the best bigs, but I also look at Bam that he has upside 2, 3 years from now to be a significantly better player, especially with guys like Jimmy Butler and Eric Spoelstra and that coaching staff and in that system telling you, we need you. We want you doing this. We have confidence you can do this. And if he continues to work on his game and continues to be able to do it on the court, Bam can be an even better player in the future. So it's scary seeing a lot of these guys become something that we don't believe and then take a next leap. Can he take that leap from being a star to actually being one of the top 25, 30 players in the league? He has the body, he has the athleticism, he has the bounce, he has the defense, he has the skill and the IQ, but he still has that chance to be even better. And that's what I want to see from Bam. They're giving him the long-term commitment. They're giving him the money he deserves. I don't feel like Bam is a max player because he still hasn't become that number one hub. He has become a good complementary player, but he's not that guy that you can really, build everything around just yet. But that's exactly why you still pay him and give him the money because of his improvements, because of his growth, and because his potential to continue to be something more dangerous in the future. So I don't mind him getting a 163 million. I feel like this is something that you have to do. I'm surprised it took them this long to get it done because Bam is definitely a part of their future and he has a bright future too, in my personal opinion, as a player. So I'm glad it got done. The Heat, this is a no-brainer, and they didn't overpay to me because he has upside to be even better in the future, like he's been showing the last 3 years. Got better and better. The next thing you know, he's an all-star. Next thing you know, you're in the NBA Finals. You want to continue to build upon that and not take steps backwards because you're trying to get to that title, and getting to that title, Bam is going to be a big part of that. And he's one of the most tradable guys. A lot of teams need a big like Bam that can defend, switch, and guard multiple positions, but also play multiple positions while also being a guy that has potential to be better. So a lot of teams would have did this too. And, they didn't really overpay because they didn't give him the max. I don't think Bam is a max player, like I said before, but he is one of the better players, and he has a chance to be one of the best players, and we'll see if he's able to realize that potential. But other than that, if you're a Heat fan, you should be happy that y'all retained Bam and y'all went to the finals and y'all trying to build upon the success of last year. Y'all didn't make a lot of additions to get significantly better, but we all know it's all about, at the end of the day, developing your team that you have now and trusting the process that they can get better. And that's what they done did. And now we'll see if they can be able to get back to the finals. Even if it's not this year, they got a couple more years to be competitive. And those guys can get even better too, which means they might be able to go again. But it's not an accomplishment just getting to the finals. You want to get to the finals and win a title. And we'll see if Pat Riley will be able to build this team into a title team in the next couple seasons. But, that's all something that we got to wait and see. We won't know until it happens. Check out my website, AnalysisPlayground.com. Link up in the description, comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, AnalysisPlayground.com. Link up in the description, comment section below. You can buy merchandise just like this and shirts. You can customize the shirt, pick the logo you want, change the color of the logo, customize it, the front, back, and how you want it to be. Message me, I can get it shipped out to you. Another way you can support the channel is a spread shirt. I got a spread shirt that's in, obviously, the comment section in the description. Click the link. You can buy merchandise that's only exclusively on my spread shirt if you want to support the channel. If you want to support the channel in another way, liking and sharing. If you like this video and you share this video, it can reach more people. The more people reach, the more the channel can grow. That's another way you can help the channel and support it if you do not want to buy any merchandise. Not only that, I offer breakdowns of players, legends, rookies, summer league covers, summer league breakdowns, top 10 lists, free agency, playoff predictions, and also season previews and discussions just like this. So if you love this type of content, and I do make videos every single day, so that's another thing that makes this channel special and different from the other ones. This is the channel for you, and if you want to see that, subscribe. Not only that, comment. I read every comment. Let me know what you guys think. Is this a good deal? Is it a bad deal? Is it overpay, underpay? Or do you think Bam can be a all NBA player, or do you think Bam can be a superstar? Do you think he can be a legitimate number 2 player that's a big focal of the offense and a dominant player offensively, just outside of passing and doing fundamentals and skill and high IQ plays? But other than that, we'll see what happens with Bam and the Heat in the future. Quinn Wade, that's my analysis. I'm gone.